Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the United States of America. Oh, Aiden Brown's already been disqualified from the session. With oh, how's he done that? That's really unfortunate for him. His car glitched and he got disqualified from the session. That is so unfortunate. Anyways, we're in Q1 here in the United States of America, the land of the free, as some say, but facts say otherwise. Obviously, not even close to the top in Freedom Index. Anyways, yeah, this would have been a title decider. Lawrence Shelvich would have been would have had a battle with Axel Korstrom if Axel was racing, but unfortunately Axel couldn't make it, and that means Lawrence Shelvich is the Tier 1 Season 4 champion here in VRL. He's P1 in championship by 1 point. P1 in championship by 1 point, which is a lot similar to something we saw in real life. Obviously, that wasn't the final gap in real life. The gap was more than that. It was 7 points. Yeah, it was 7 points in real life. Yeah, anyways, Q1, final race of the season. 2 Red Bulls are out on intermediates just to save their tyres, obviously. Yeah. Sam Xera's on the lap. Let's go on board with him. Well, kind of on board, half on board. Yeah. Anyway, so, oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 1. I forgot to put the track mark up. What was that? Let's see. I believe that was one of the Aston Martins and Mercedes getting caught up. Stripping over each other a bit. Whilst Simon Xera sets the fastest sector 2. So far looking like a good lap from him. You never know, Simon Xera might get... Oh, yeah, P2 and P4 are gone somehow. It's 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this game is too glitched for me, honestly. Simon Xera says fast lap, 133, 133, 343 for him. And Theodore Stonewood is on wets, just drifting around. As if this was the World Drift Championship. All he has to do is 1 lap without crashing, and he should be fine and going straight into Q2. Anyway, some more battles that we would be expecting as Auntie Stalin joins the session. Some more battles that we will be expecting in the race. We'll be looking for the championship battle between P3 and P4 in the championship. Jack Braston 147 points and Alexi Cavero on 144. Alexi Cavero has to finish in front. Oh, that's an Aston Martin gone off. That's Nathan. That's not Nathan. That's Lawrence Shelvich without a front wing. He's hit the wall. What's happened to him? That's... There we go, he doesn't have front wing there. I believe he must have just lost it through the S's since he's on intermediates and he's on a dry time trial setup, so you never know. What other battles? We've got the battle between Cameron Wynn and also Nathan Hartog and Tristan Kuipers. It's a three-way battle for P6, 7, 8. Yeah, 85 points for Cameron Wynn, 84 points for Nathaniel Hartog, and 81 for Tristan Kuipers. Other battles we may see between Aidan Brown, who's currently out in Q1, even though there's only 15 drivers. And I was going to say Alexander Sinsky, but he's not in, so Aidan Brown will be taking that. Actually, we may see a battle between E2 Koskinen, but as I say that, I just realised E2 isn't here. MK isn't even in here, so yeah. Anyways, Sam Serra still fast lap 1:33 for him. Sam Zabdami, Jack Preston, Nathan and Hartog, they were all on wet weather tyres just to set a lap so they can go straight into Q2. They don't. They know they don't need to waste their tyres, so that's what they're doing. They're not wasting their tyres. As Lawrence Shelvish sets a lap and immediately retires. 5 more cars on track. There's a yellow flag somewhere. That's Lexico Vero spinning round. Yeah, there's not much more battles that we can expect. Tolgan Alban and Armin Schlomer, sorry, Sam Zabdami and E.T. Kostin, that would have been a nice battle. But actually, as I look at this now, P9 to P9, which is Beresford, not in real life in standings obviously. Beresford all the way down to Sam Zabadami are only separated by 21 points, so you know Sam Zabadami is 15th in the championship. That's how close all the drivers are. Tom Gisberts and Tristan, I was going to say Tolgan Alban, they're both on laps. All they have to do is just get one valid lap without invalidating to be through into Q2. Fastest sector 2 for Tolgan Alban. He's on the inters, or Simon Serra set his fastest lap on soft, so that's quite worrying. Tom Gisberts also now retires from the session. He hasn't been able to set a fast enough lap time, which unfortunately won't. Sorry, not fast enough. What am I saying? A lap time that isn't invalidated, but obviously because there's less than 15 drivers. Well, 15 drivers, in fact. They will all get through to Q2, except Aidan Brown, who got disqualified for going the wrong way, even though his car got glitched. So that's unfortunate for Aidan. Yeah, we've also got Cameron Wynn coming out on an out lap. He needs to do a valid lap as well, no matter the time. And there we see the other McLaren spun out. Oh wait, no, stopped on track. Sorry. No, it's only Q1, and everybody just has to set a bad lap to get through, except Aidan Brown, who got disqualified for his car being glitched through the pit lane. And apparently the game considers that as the wrong way, so that's unfortunate for him. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else that I can say, unless he is asking for a session restart, which probably won't happen, but you never know. Let's see. E2 Costin's back in the session. well, we're not going to see much of Nathan because he's decided to go eat his dinner. So obviously we'll just see him in the pit lane without setting a well, without retiring. Sorry. Anyways, what is everybody's race predictions based on this Q1 session? Obviously, based on this, I'd say Simon Casera P1 easy, beaten by he just beat P2 by 13 seconds. Why they on Inter? So because this Q1, all they have to do is set a valid lap time. Doesn't have to. All they have to do is set a valid lap time to get into Q2 because there's less than 16 drivers. So they're just not wasting tyres. So because this tells us that the race is gonna be dry. E2 Costa in this case, he's got softs on because all he has to do is just leave the pit lane and retire. Cameron we're still waiting for him to set lap time, and then he'll retire, and then finally Nathan and the hot dog, he's eating dinner. Hopefully I explained that okay. But yeah. Let's just watch some action on track. Cameron he's going through the final corner now on intermediates, just so he can have a valid lap time on the board. And now he's gonna retire. Hopefully. Hopefully retire. Retire. Now. There we go. That took a while. And then now all we're waiting for is Nathan to eat his dinner. So So now all we have to do is just wait. 4 minutes. Yeah. What is everybody's Q3 predictions? Um, Lawrence, Axel, Jack. One of those drivers is racing. Sorry, two of those drivers are racing. Axel isn't in. He's not in. Axel hasn't wasn't driving the past two races, which is which in turn gives the championship to Lawrence Shelvish, and also as the kind person whoever is on the VRL account put in the chat, it's spelled JAK. So yeah. Yeah, it is. It's. Oh god. No. Why did Nathan leave? Nathan's eating dinner. because it's Nathan. Um, God, this is painful. I'm just scrolling through TikTok at this point. Alright, there we go. Finally. Yeah, so this is the qualifying order. Aiden Brown not moving into Q2 because because the game is the game. Everybody else moving into Q2. The top. So fast driver to Q1 session. Simon Serra on soft compound tires faster than Sam Zabdami by 12.9 seconds. Jack Braston P3 on intermediates. It's a 148.1 for him. Then we've got Togan Alban, Cameron Wynn, Theodore Stonewood, Nathan Hartog, Alex Cavero, Lawrence Shelvish, Tom Gitzberg, Alexander Kostov, Tristan Kuipers, and finally E2 Kosten. So not really much to say. It's just note that this is this isn't really a reflection because nobody did put in reflective times. Right, yeah, we're in Q2 now. Everybody's coming out on the tyres that they want to start the race on. Let's just pull up that. So we've got Tom Gitzberg, who, as usual, first out of the pit lane, and as usual, is on the soft compound tyres. Then we've got Theodore Stonewood, Sam Zabadami, Alexander Karstov, Tristan Kuipers, Simon Casera, Lawrence Shelvish, E2 Costin, and Jack Raston, all on medium compound tyres. Then Cameron Wynn and Togan Alban and Lexi Cabrera, they're all on softs. I believe somebody just went on on mediums as I was saying their names. So just you've got the list on the left hand side of the screen if you just want to look at that because I can't be asked to read it again. Everybody's on mediums now except Tom Gitzberg because why not? Why not? As he comes through turn 14, no, 17, some kind of turn. Don't know which one. As he now crosses the line to start his and the session's first flying laps. What's that's going on? I'm just getting the track up. Going through turn 1. You can brake so late into that corner because it's uphill. It's an uphill hairpin, which, yeah, so you can take so much speed and brake really late into that. Now, S sections, he does pretty well through that. Goes over the curb. That might have lost him sometime, but he's keeping it tight and then just getting onto the power as early as possible, running out wide. He stayed pretty close to the apex there through that fast, flat out left hand bit. Now the hairpin that leads onto the back straight. Got a nice exit through that. Now DRS open. Down into turn 12. It's another left-hander. Here you can cut so much apex there. All you have to... Oh, I've done something. He sets the fast sector 2. You can cut so much apex there, as I was saying. Through here, you can... the corners just before here, you can cut so much apex as well. Through here, you could have taken a bit more curb, run out wide. Now here, flat out, this... I believe it... Oh, he gets a lot of oversteer there on the through that corner, through turn 16, 17, 18. This quadruple apex corner, I'm going to say, or triple apex, I cannot remember exactly. Goes out a bit wide, throws up some dust, then to 132.92, 132.928 for Tom Gitzbert. Next cut across the line will be Cameron, not Cameron, it will be his teammate, Togan Alban. He's starting his flying lap. It will be Sam Serra who crosses the line next. 134.404 for him. He's on mediums. Then it's going to be Lawrence Shelvish. 133.462 for him. Gaps on the 5/10ths between the soft compound and medium compound tyres. Next car will be Theodore Stone. He's coming through turn something or another now. It's turn 20, the final corner. And it's going to be full throttle and DRS to the line, and that's the McLaren of Cameron Wynn, which is going slowly there. Something's happened. Theodore Stonewood goes P3, Tristan Kuibs P4, E2 Costin goes ahead of Tristan Kuibs, goes up into P4, drop in Simon Kusera down in P6, Alexander Karstoff P8, and Jack Raston's now up into P3. Nathan Hartog's also just set a lap, it's P6 for him, 134.019 for him. And finally, next car across the line will be Alex Guevara to start his first line lap. Going through turn 19 now. Yeah. Tavares now on his flying lap. I believe Cameron was slowing down to let all the drivers behind him pass. Simon Caceres crossing the line now. He's improving. I believe he improved this time. I couldn't exactly see. Alexander Karstoff 152.865 for him. He's up by 16 or so seconds. He's done a 135.994, but that's not enough to get past there. Simon up into P8. Next car across the line will be somebody. It will be Cameron Wynn. He goes P5. Drops everybody down one place behind him. Then we've got Nathan and Hartog still P4, I believe. Yeah, nothing else has changed as zero flags out everywhere. As everybody's just boxing. Sam Sabadami, he's on the fly. He's now leaving the pit lane. Togan Alban, he's on the flying lap. Alexi Cabrera goes P2, faster than Lawrence Shelvish by 0.2 of a second. That brings the gap between Tom and P2 to 0.3 of a second. Tom's on softs, don't forget. Alexi Cabrera's on mediums. So Tom must really be a bit scared right now. Sam Zabdami is going on to soft compound tyres, and Togan Alban is now saying his first lineup of the session. P8, just behind his teammate at 33.8 for him. Next car to cross the line will be an AlphaTauri, but I believe that AlphaTauri is boxing. As I say that, he's not that Simon Serra, who has taken a trip into the gravel, as you can tell by the appearance of this car. That looked very good there from S. Simon. He sets the fastest sector 1. On mediums, don't forget. But then again, there is the sector 1 glitch, so you never know. Now going through the hairpin of turn 11. He had a nice run through there. Going down now into turn 12, and yeah, so this is the section I was talking about. Oh, that's a bit of he lost a bit of grip here, because it goes down towards the road, like curves down towards the apex. You can just take so much of it. I believe there's a new curve there that they added that prevents it, but usually you could have. Jack Braston's going on soft, so is Eetu Koskinen. Oh, Simon Casera gets a bit of oversteer there. Sorry. Yeah, oversteer. No, sorry, slides a bit through. Turn. The triple apex right-hander. Or quadruple apex, whichever one. Oh, he cuts that a lot. That's surely invalidated. And it is. Still, Tom Gitzbert's on top of the timing sheets. Lexica Vera P2. Then we've got Lawrence Shelvish, Jack Braston, Nathan and Hartog, Theodore Stonewood. 2 McLarens of Cameron Wynn and Tolgan Alban. Eetu Koskinen, Tristan Kuipers, Simon Serra, Alexander Karstoft, and finally Sam Dummy, who was on F-line lap before invalidating. I believe he invalidated in the S's. Might have gotten a bit distracted by. Simon. 4 minutes 28 to go. So, but 3 drivers have gone onto soft compound tyres now. 3 who haven't: Lawrence Shelvish, Theodore Stonewood, Simon Casera. Lawrence Shelvish's time is good enough to stay in Q, whatever we are in, Q2. So he obviously doesn't have to worry. He's got 3 minutes. Oh, sorry. 3 minutes 30 to go in this session. Tom Gitzbert sets the fast sector 2. So that's good. Ooh, actually, never mind. I thought he missed the apex there, but it's just the way you have turning. You have to turn and brake at the same time. Yeah. Oh, that's really fast through turn 19 there. He got a bit of oversteer there, but luckily not too much. As Tom now goes faster by 0.5 of a second on brand new soft compound tyres. Next car to cross the line will be Theodore Stonewood. Not Theodore Stonewood, be his teammate Eetu Koskinen. He does a 33.861. After that, it will be a McLaren of Tolgan Nalban and Cameron Okay. It will be Cameron Wynn who's next across the line. I think he's got something wrong with his shifters. Or he was just warming up the engine, I guess. Or honestly, I do not know what he was doing. Up into turn 1, brake at about the 50-meter board, and then try get as much inside curve as you can, and then run out wide without running out too wide, and then keep it tight through here, letting the car flow through the S's now. Left, right, left, and then a tap of the brakes or lift a bit. Right again, and keep to the right before you turn left again, and then you've got another right-left section. Here you can afford to cut some more curb, and that's a very nice execution there from Cameron Wynn. Now, down into turn 11. That's a very nice apex from him. Just don't hit the bollard, but aim for the bollard, but don't get too close to the bollard is the strategy for that corner. Now going down into turn 12. Talking now about his teammates. That's a 32.315. Will Cameron be able to beat that? He gets a very nice turn 12. Now down here. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there. He locks up and the rear just gets away from him. Ooh, he's making a lot of mistakes now. Tyres must be a bit overheated. Tom Gibbs now retires from session. Something's happened to him. I believe he's in... Never mind, he's just in the pit lane. Turn 19 and now finally turn 20. What time's it going to be for Cameron Wynn? It's going to be a 32.264. Faster than his teammate by... less than a tenth of a second, and up on his time by 2 seconds. Next car to cross the line will be an Aston Martin. It will be the Aston Martin of Lawrence Shelvish starting his lap. He's got 20 seconds to get to the line. He will make it to the line easily. He's on softs as well. Theodore Stonewood's the only driver still on mediums. And the checkered flag is now being shown. Theodore Stonewood's not made it to the line, unfortunately. He's going into the pit lane now. So that's what Lawrence Shelvish gets the fastest sector 1. Up by 4 tenths now. So far looking good for Lawrence Shelvish. Now down in turn 11. Ooh, that was a very nice apex there. DRS wide open about 200 miles an hour before braking downhill at the 100-meter mark. Locks up a bit, but that shouldn't have affected him too much. Now down here, right-hander, stay to the apex, easy to lock up because you're braking whilst turning. Same here. Nathan sets a 32.155, faster than Cameron by a tenth of a second. But Lawrence looks like he's going to beat that easily. He's going flat out through these, through the fast right-hander, triple or quadruple apex right-hander. Now, final corner, turn 20. What time is it going to be for Lawrence Shelvish? Will he make it into Q3? Yes, he will. But he doesn't get provisional. He doesn't get P1 in the session. He gets P2. His teammate gets that honor. Nathan Hartog, 132.155 for him. Excellent time from Nathan. And then Lawrence Shelvish, P2, 132.245 for him. He must have lost a lot of time in that final sector. And that's it. That's Q2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now head into Q3. See who gets that. See who... Theodore Stonewood is out in Q2. I just realised. That's and here we have it. Theodore Stonewood, Ethan Costa and Simon Casera out of Q2. And the top 10 who will be advancing into Q3. Nathan Hartog, Lawrence Shelvish, the two Aston Martins separated by less than a tenth of a second. Cameron Wynn in P3. He's just over a tenth of a second between Lawrence Shelvish. Then we also have the other drivers. Don't know who the other drivers were. P4 went to the other McLaren of Tolgan Alban, and P5 was Alexander Karstoff. P6 behind him was who was P6? P6 was Tristan Kuipers. P7 no. Okay, you know what? That's really gonna bug me now. It was one of the Red Bulls. I believe it was Tristan Kuipers, but I'm not fully sure. Anyways, yeah, Q3, first driver out, unusually, is actually an Aston Martin. It's the Aston Martin of Nathan. He doesn't usually go out first, it's usually Tom. That's, Tom must be quite annoyed at that. Yeah, everybody's already out of the pit lane. They've only got 10 minutes to do their laps. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. Except for the fact it's going to be an interesting Q3 session. We've seen people have really good pace on this track, and those people aren't actually title contenders. Well, when I mean title contenders, Lawrence Shelvish would have been a title contender, but right now he's the champion because Axel didn't race. So, you know what, never mind. Yeah, you know what I mean. We've seen people with pace who aren't the world champion, current world champion, but that makes more sense. And also people who aren't in the top 3 of the championship. We've got people from all the way down in P7 topping the timing charts at some point during the session. So you never know. Nathan and Hartog, first car out on track. There's a yellow flag somewhere. Don't know where. Don't really care, as we're watching the Aston Martin number 28 car. The man from the Netherlands. Going up to down to turn 11 now. Can really see the elevation change on this circuit. And going down in turn 12, that's a very nice apex. Could have cut it a bit more to get a neater line through here, but it is looking really good. That's very nice as well. And just stamp on the throttle. He gets a bit squirrely through there. Keep it tight and then roll the car out, and then go cut back on yourself to the right, and then turn 19. Try to keep the momentum. He got a lot of understeer through there. You have to try keep it in the 5th gear rev range. He had to go down to 4th, which is unusually low. Nathan Hartog, he is fastest with 1:32.406, but that time gets immediately beaten by Alexis Guevara by 4/10 of a second. 1:32.074. Sam Zabdami goes P3, 1:33.233 for him. That's a lot of number 3s. Tristan Kuipers goes P3 with a 1:32.673. That's not a P3 anymore, that's a P4. Jack Braston now fastest, 1:31.996. We haven't seen pace from Jack Braston at all through these qualifying sessions, but now he's really shining. Next cut across the line will be Alexander Karstoff. He's faster than Sam Zabdami, puts him up into P5, 1:32.731 for him. Lawrence Shelvish now fastest by almost by over 3/10 of a second, shall I say. Dan Jack Braston, 1:31.650 for him. Excellent time. From Lawrence Shelvish. Next cars, shall I say, to cross the line will be the two McLarens. It will be Cameron Wynn who crosses it first. There we see. That's how you would do turn 19. Nathan just lost some of that momentum through there. But obviously Cameron was a bit squirrely out of there. He goes P2, 1:31.915 for him. He's still not within 3/10 of Jack Brassington. Well, actually is within 3/10. So within 2.5/10. Tolgan Alban sets his time, P5 for him, 1:32.124 for him. Tom Gitzbus, the only driver who hasn't set a lap yet, he's invalidated on his first lap, so he really has to pit now and get out as soon as possible to get a lap set in Q3. My chair has been very creaky, so apologies for that. Yeah. 5 minutes to go in the session. 5 minutes to see who will become the poleman or pole woman or pole non-binary. I mean, we do only have males in tier 1, I believe. Yeah. I mean, you never know. Gender identities and everything. But yeah. Yeah, so we're now watching Jack Braston. He's trying to improve his lap, but he invalidated. So obviously only man on track now, Nathan and Hartog and Lexica. Only men on track now, sorry, not man, because they're two people, plurals. Yay. Lexica Vera and Nathan and Hartog, P4 and 6 respectively. They're looking to improve their lap times. But I believe Nathan is currently on a in lap and Alexi is on an out lap. Alex Cavera really pushing this piece of machinery. He's up by a tenth of a second. He's gonna really want to be up by 4/10 of a second by the end of his lap, just to be able to get close to Lawrence Shelvish. going to go through the final corner now. What time's going to be for Alexis Caveira? It's going to be enough to dethrone Lawrence Shelvish. No, it isn't. But he's closer than anybody else. It's 25 thousandths of a second between them. Jack Braston's also now starting his lap. We'll watch him as he goes through his lap. Going through turn 1 now. Gets a very nice rotation through there. Now going down towards turn 2. That leads straight onto the S section. Which he gets absolutely perfect through here. But he does get that bit a bit perfect since he's got the fastest sector 1. But now going through turn 11, yellow flag right right ahead of him. Now going down towards turn 2. Yeah, what time's it going to be for Jack Brassington? It's going to be 2 times faster. That's enough to get closer to Lawrence Shelvish and also to beat Alexis Caveira, but the gap is still there. Six seconds to go in this session. All drivers are out on track now. The first driver to get to the line will be Alexander Kostov. Alexis Caveira has finished his lap. He cannot improve now. But Cameron Wynn is on the flying lap. So was Togan Alban before he abandoned it. But Cameron Wynn still could be able to get pole position, but he's slower in the first sector. Alexander Kostov, sorry, not Alexander Kostov. Sam Zabadami will be the first man to cross the line. Will he be able to get higher than 10th? We'll have to see. He loses a lot of time through that corner. That did look quite slow. And yeah, he doesn't improve. He was 5 seconds down. Next car to cross the line will be Tristan Kuipers. He stays P9. Jack Braston follows suit behind him, but he's pitted. Next car will be Lawrence Shelvish. Is he going to be able to improve his time? He's up by 1.5 seconds. 1.5 tenths. Let's see what he makes of this lap, but it won't be him who crossed the line first. It'll be Nathan and Hartog. Nathan goes P5 up by 10. That puts him up into P5. I said that twice. Then it'll be Tom Ginsberg who boxes, and it'll be Lawrence Shelvish. 1:31.278 for him. That's an excellent lap time. Wow. Now, the McLaren of Cameron Winner's box is as well. Togan Alban's retired on track. So the next car will be nobody, as everybody's retired from the session now. And here is the top 10 qualifying order. Lawrence Shelvish gets pole position by a dominating 4/10 of a second. Over Jack Braston. Alexis Caveira P3. Then we've got Cameron Wynn, Nathan Hartog, Togan Alban, Alexander Kostov, Tom Gitchberts, Tristan Kuipers, and finally Sam Zabadami. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the race. Got 25 seconds until the race starts. And it's going to be a formation lap first. And now they pull away from the grid to start their formation lap. And here is the predicted pit stop strategy. For those starting on softs, it will be a 2-stop for them. Softs, mediums. And then for those starting on mediums, which is everybody below. No, just P11 and P12, they'll just be doing a... Again, MK isn't in this, okay? Yeah, MK isn't racing, MK is in tier 2. And now they're all lining up on the grid now. Aidan Brown is fine, the last person on the grid, but obviously not the last person on track, since Alexander Karstoff is behind him. It's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out, and 4 drivers have gotten a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. That's Tristan Kuipers, Tom Ginsberg, Theodore Stonewood, and Alexander Karstoff. All have drive-through penalties. That's completely ruined their race. They're going to go 4 wide at the back of the grid there. Jack Braston gets an excellent start over Lawrence Shelvis. Lawrence Shelvis is behind Jack Braston, stuck in his derriere through the S section. And so far, it's looked like a clean start from everybody behind. There's no debris or damage anywhere, no significant contact. But those jump starts, that's completely ruined everybody's their races. And there's going to be a move down the inside. That's Aston Martin down the inside of Theodore Stonewood, and Aidan Brown gets past Simon Casera, who seems to be struggling. I think he might have actually lost his front wing. No, he hasn't. So don't know what's going on there. And it's getting very close here. Ethan Costin has to back out of that. Otherwise, he would have gone right into the back of Tristan Kuipers, who locks up, and he goes down the inside. Gets a nice little switch back there. But Tristan's down the inside, and Aidan Brown tries to get past, forces his way past. And it's very, very close here. But Ethan Costin finally gets past all of them as they all went wide. He stayed with that inside line. As Tristan Kuipers now drops back, he took the wide line through the fast corners, as that's Tom Gisbert's now serving his drive-through penalty. Jack Braston's got the fast lap of the race. Lawrence Shelvish is really pushing now. He's trying to get past Jack Braston as early as he can to just extend his lead so he can get a guaranteed victory here. He doesn't have the fastest lap, actually. Yeah. And Nathan Hartog's going to try to go, have Cameron Wynn dive down his inside in a defensive move, I believe it was. I couldn't really see. Oh! That's Nathan Hartog almost losing it. That was a bit of delayed reaction. Sorry about that. But yeah, that was very, very close to that and completely binning his whole race. Lawrence Schultz has lost a lot of time to Jack Braston. It's 5 tenths between the two drivers now, but Lawrence is really pushing. He's gained a lot of time. Now, I mean, he is in that slipstream. Jack Braston gets a bit, goes a bit wide at the apex. Ethan Costin getting very close. Sam Zabadami as well. Theodore Stonewood serving his drive through. Or did serve it, sorry. Tristan's also serving it now. And he's getting... And Ethu's really approaching Sam Zabadami now. As actually we need to cut away from that. Lawrence Schultz is in the DRS of Jack Braston. He's side by side with him now down on the straight. And he gets past before the corner. That DRS is so effective here in Kota. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, Ethan Costin also gets past Sam Zabadami in the exact same place as the championship winner and P3 in the championship. Lawrence Schultz now gets the fast lap 1:35.552. That's faster than some of the Q2 times we're seeing in a race. So, you know. What else can we watch? Here we go. Nathan Hartog and Cameron Wynn. They're having a pretty nice battle back here. Togan Alban's got an excellent view on this, and Ethan Costin's got an excellent view on Togan Alban's got an excellent view on that, and Sam Zabadami's got an excellent... Oh, and that's it, yeah! That's Alexander Karstoff out of the session! He's lost it in the S's. That might be a safety car. Tristan Kuipers is now approaching the scene, see what's happened. Maybe. Or not. Aidan Brown gets past Sam Zabadami. Two teammates are fighting very closely, actually. Oh, and that's a lot. It's a lot of oversteer, therefore. Sam Zabadami. 80 Costin's already got has gotten a 3 second time penalty. That's the one. Oh, and Sam Zabadami lights up the tires. 80 Costin's also getting very close to Togan Alban. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he isn't. But he got very close. But maybe next time, or on the back straight, or even before the back straight, down in turn 11. See if he makes the move. He does gain a lot of time on Tolga through there. Oh, but he does go words. He does go quite wide. And there's another flag that's Simon Sarah spinning. And Ethan Koskinen doesn't go for the move. And Tom Kitts was going past Hiddle Stonewood as well. Down the inside into turn 13. Stiddle gets pushed onto the curbs there a bit. And Tom has gotten past easily. And now Tiddle's going to be in that third TF through this fast right hand that you need all the downforce for. Oh, but Tom covers the outside there. This is a these are some very aggressive moves. Oh! From Tom there, that was very close. Simon Sarah is backwards. Oh, and he's lost his front wing as well. And Tiddles has now finally been gapped by Tom Kitts, but Tom is on soft. So I mean, we couldn't have expected less. We can. What did I just say? You know what I mean. Good job by Tom. Yeah. Oh, the English is confusing. Simon now boxes for a new front wing. And Ito's in the slipstream of Tolga. He's not using his ERS because he's not got a lot of ERS. But Hiddle Stonewood's getting very close to Tom and he's going to try to go down the inside. Ooh, that was very close. And he's in the slipstream again. He's going to go round the outside before the corner. The two Mercedes powered team, the Mercedes factory team and Mercedes powered team are both fighting. Obviously, if this was real life, this wouldn't be the case. But this is a sim, so we can do whatever we want. Well, not really whatever we want. There's still rules, but you get what I mean. Yeah, so we see a very close battle starting to create itself. That makes sense. If it doesn't, yeah, they're creeping up on Napa and Hartog now, who's dropped back a lot actually. 3 seconds from Lex Caveros in P3. The battle for P5 is now turning into the battle for P4 and has now become the battle for P4. Something's wrong with Nathan and Hartog today. He might have a technical issue as E2 locks up a bit. I think his wheel might be playing up a bit again. Yeah, and it's becoming a DRS train now, which is what doesn't usually happen at Kota, but you know. when Sam Zabdami's going to try go down the inside of Aiden Brown down into turn 12. They're still going to be side by side going down in turn 13. The two Alfa Romeos are fighting hard. Aiden Brown stays ahead actually, but not for long. Sam Zabdami's trying to look for a way past. He's going to try go around the outside. Cut back to the inside, but Aiden Brown's red too far gone! And that was almost fatal for both of them. As Jack Braston now boxes, Lauren Shelvish stays in the lead. Jack Braston's in the pit lane, so is Ethan Koskinen. That could have ended very, very badly, as Sam Zabdami got outbraked himself and also got very, very... And also got a lot of oversteer there. Jack Braston and Ethan Koskinen are both exiting the pit lane now. And Nathan Hartog has to go on the grass, which it allows Cameron Wynn to pass through into P3. Something has gone very, very wrong for Nathan, who was showing some very good pace. He was P2. He started P3, I believe, or P4. And now he's just been dropping back a lot. But it could just be that his tyres are really worn out. He could have just been really pushing, not caring about his tyres. Which is what it looks like. Just look at the tyre wear between the two. Just by looking at it. As Nathan breaks very late. Oh! And that's very, very close. Tolga tried to go for a gap that was closing rapidly, and Nathan outbraked himself. So, no, that if that ended badly, that would have been a racing incident. But yeah. That's Cameron Wynn going into pit lane now. Let's watch how this pit stop plays out. Alex Guevara, Lawrence Shoulders as usual going for his signature overcut. Aiden Brown and Sam Zabdami all the way from last on the grid. Up in P2. They still haven't boxed yet, but you never know. Will you do though? They will not be P2 or P3 at the end of the race, or they will. You never, you don't know. But yeah, I cannot speak today at all. E2 Koskinen gets a 3-second time penalty. That's what I was meant to say. As Lexi Covera's on brand new tyres, brand new mediums compared to Theodore Stone was 9 old mediums. So he's gonna really be pushing to get past him as soon as possible, so he can get back to his original P2. Tristan Kuipers now gets past Tom Gitzbert, who's gone on to hards. Tristan's on 7 old softs. He boxed at the end of lap 3 after serving his drive-through penalty. Tiddle's also getting overtaken by Alexi Cavera now. Easy move there by Alexi Cavera. He's ahead by turn 12. Sam Zabdami's still battling his teammate. And Lawrence Scholes boxes now. That puts Aiden Brown in the provisional lead of the race, unless they both box, which Aiden Brown does, which now puts Sam Zabdami in the lead provisionally. Let's watch this pit stop by by Alfa Romeo. Jack Braston now sets the fast lap of the race of 1:35.438. And Aiden Brown now drops down down into P10. Sam Zabdami is still in the lead of the race. He's on 10 lap old softs compared to Jack Braston's brand new softs. Sam Cassera now gets a 3-second time penalty, and Jack Braston's really pushing now to get past Sam Zabdami. He's deploying his ERS, and he goes through before the braking zone. Job done. easily by Jack Preston. Sam Zoblu is now boxed. Laurent Shelvish is also getting increasingly closer to Alexis Guevara. So Laurent Shelvish now has to overtake Jack Raston and Alexis Guevara to get back to his original position, but he does have the younger tyres of both of the drivers in front of him, since he did do his overcut that we see him do in practically every single race. Got 14 laps to go in this race. So 14 more. What was I going to say? So 70 more attempts for Laurent Shelvish to get past Alexis Guevara, which, when did that happen? Well, 70 we've got about, what, 65 attempts for Alexis Guevara now to get past Laurent Shelvish. There's about 5 overtaking opportunities on this lap. Laurent Shelvish sets the fast lap 1:38.849 p.m. That's an excellent lap. That's faster than somebody's Q3 time. Or late Q2 time, sorry. Yeah, there's not really much going on right now. Thank you to 10 people watching. But I feel like this is the perfect time to say, if you are a SkyQ or Sky Glass customer, well, not the perfect time actually, as Ethan Costin's going to go down the inside of Theodore Stonewood, gets past before the actual braking zone. Yeah, Axel hasn't been racing for the past 2 rounds, so that means that Laurent Shelvish is champion by 1 point. For those who haven't been here for the whole stream, Laurent Shelvish is the champion. He has been champion since the last round, since the end of the last round. But now it's officially confirmed. Unfortunately, Axel had some personal stuff to take care of. Yeah. And this was also Axel's last full-time season, I believe, because he is becoming a reserve, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Laurent Shelvish is going the gap down to 1.9 seconds to Jack Brassington. And now this is the perfect opportunity. If you are a SkyQ or Sky Glass customer, if you could just pick up your remote and press the red button to see highlights of the race alongside the live action. Obviously that won't work, that's where you use Twitch clips to see the replay whilst it's live. And you can just split screen. Don't ask me how you do that on mobile devices, but yeah. Obviously, in this case, not a Sky Q or Sky Glass customer, just a VRL avid stream watcher. Lawrence Shelvish now got the gap down to 1.5. Oh god, I broke something. Got the gap down to 1.5 seconds. 1.4 now. Was 1.9 at the start of the last lap. You can just see how quickly Lawrence is gaining. 13 laps to go. That is 60 overtaking opportunities for Lawrence. Well, not 60. 59 now. Because he's gone past turn 1. So I'm just counting the hard braking zones of turn 1, turn 11, turn 12, turn 13, turn 14. Yeah. So I'm just counting those as overtaking opportunities. And Eve Costin now gets a 3-second time penalty. Thank you to those 11 people who are watching the stream. Yeah, Alex Cabrera is also gaining a bit on Lawrence Shelvish. She does have DRS. It's 3 tenths between the two as Lawrence locks up and may have got a warning there. He might have got. He might get a 3-second time penalty soon. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Obviously we don't wish penalties on anybody, but you know, it might happen. Gap now to Lawrence. Sorry, to Jack Braston's 1.2 seconds. Might be 1 second by the time we get to turn 19 and 20. Sorry, by the time we get to the start finish line. Like I said, 1 second. Lawrence Shelvish is much stronger than Jack Brassington through that final sector. Just gained so much time. Gap's now 8 tenths of a second. It's getting very close now. Alex Cabrera is also getting very close to Lawrence Shelvish. He really wants to attack soon. As Tom Gitzbus now gets a 3-second time penalty. A different Dutchman got a penalty. Lawrence Shelvish didn't get one, so. And he's Dutch, so. Yeah, you get what I mean. But yeah, 6 tenths now between Lawrence and Jack. Shelvish might be attacking within the next lap or so, looking for a way past. Obviously, like I said, there's about 5 or 6 different overtaking opportunities on this track. You've got turn 1, you've got turn 11, you've got turn 12, you've got turn 13 and 14, and then obviously it can be an overtaking opportunity if you make it. It's turn 20, the final corner, which is the one that Alex Cabrera is going through now. It isn't really a hard braking zone, so you can't really make a move there, but you can if you get a much better exit through turn 19 than the car you're chasing. As Ika Costin now boxes for a fresh set of mediums. 11 laps left to go. Gap is now 6 tenths between Shelvish and Brassington. Fourteenth now, Alex Cabrera is also very close. Oh, Lawrence Shelvish gets a lot of overstay there on the exit. He got onto the dirt and his car just kind of drifted away from him. But we've still got turn 19 and 20 to go, so Lawrence might gain some time and go for that turn 20 opportunity. that we haven't seen, that we've only seen once before this race. But unfortunately, he's too far back. But he still does gain some time. He's got 9. He's gonna have 10 laps to do to make his move. Uh, 10 laps, they say. Ten laps, they say, is short, but ten laps, they say, is short. But to drivers who know what they're doing, but to drivers who have this one-on-one feeling with a car, through wherever it may be, force feedback, through their vision, through whatever. For drivers, those 10 laps, they can make those 10 laps feel like an eternity. Jack Braston can defend for that eternity, but Lawrence Shelvish, he knows how to make. How to create pressure on Jack Braston. He knows that diamonds are created under pressure, and he knows that's why he wants to be a diamond in the VRL Hall of Fame. Obviously, he is the Tier 4, the Season 4 champion, but he just wants to take that final glory in Season 4. If that made sense, I don't know if that made sense at all. He's in the slipstream. He is trying to take that final glory from Jack Braston. He's pushing his hardest. And like I said, 10 laps. Now it's 9 laps. That eternity, Jack Braston might not want to last forever. He might only want it to last 9 laps. He might want to. He might want to take the final. Oh no, as Lawrence Shelvish gets a 3-second time penalty. So now the task, now what Lawrence Shelvish has been tasked to do is overtake Jack Braston and then gap him by 3 seconds in the span of 9 laps. So unfortunately, that final honour is looking less and less likely. Well, not final honour, obviously, because he is already a champion. I mean, like final race with honour in season 4. You know what I mean, you know? I mean, yeah, it is. Like like the great Ken Miles said, if you're going to push a piece of machinery to the limit and expect it to hold together, you have to have a sense of where that limit is. And look out there. Look out there. Out there is the perfect lap. Obviously, it's what Lawrence Shelvish must have on his mind right now. He must get that perfect lap. Oh! What? Okay, you know what? I just found something that's really cool. If you press the numbers on, like, not on your number pad, but on the actual keyboard, whatever one, so like if I press 1 it goes to 1, if I press 8 it goes to P8. That's a good thing to know for the future, I suppose. Theodore Stonewood now gets past E2 Koskinen. Yeah. And Lawrence is now really pushing hard. He's got 8 laps now. Almost 7 laps. But nonetheless, Stonewood gets the fastest lap now by 2 seconds. But Lawrence Shoves gets a lot of oversteer there, but he is catching up to Jack Brassington. He's got 7 laps to do it. Overtake and then lap him. He's got fresher tyres than Jack Brassington by 2 laps. And again, like a great Ayrton Senna said, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. And this is the gap that Lawrence Shoves is looking for. He's going to go down the inside in turn 12. He gets the move done, but not. But now he has to defend it and gain a 3-second time advantage over Jack Brassington. Or at least hope that Jack gets a 3-second time penalty and that Alexi Cavara gets 3 seconds. So now he has to push. Push harder than any other Formula 1 driver in history. Push even harder than Jim Clark in at the Nürburgring. I believe it was. Or was it sorry, Nordschleifer. Or was it? It was a driver who won a race by 6 minutes back in the 50s. He's going to have to push harder than them. He's going to have to be on the limit of grip. No, he's going to have to be further than the limit of grip, Lawrence Shelvish. He's already got 8/10 over Jack Brassington. He's got 6 laps to triple that. But it's looking more and more likely for Lawrence Shelvish. He won't have the fastest lap, which Theodore Stonewood just took by over a second, because Theodore's just got on brand new softs on a track that's had a lot of track evolution. And yeah, it all comes down to these 6 laps. Will Lawrence be able to win the race? And unfortunately, I am not Aiden. I don't have a face cam, so I won't be doing Aiden face cam. So I can't refund the points. So, you know, yeah. I can't really do anything about that. Lawrence Shelvish, he's still got that 3-second penalty. And the gap is 7/10 of a second. 7 laps Lawrence Shelvish has. It's going to be very, very intense. Very intense end to this race. He's got 5 laps. 3 seconds to gain. 2.5 seconds to gain, sorry. It doesn't look like it's going to be possible for Lawrence Shelvish. Jack Bastard. Lawrence Shelvish gets another 3-second time penalty. So that's completely gone for Lawrence Shelvish now. He's going to be at least P3. At least P3. Oh, my days are very nice. try to go for that gap now. He's going to do exactly what Lawrence did on it 3 laps ago, or 2 laps ago, shall I say, sorry. And there's a yellow flag. That's Simon Cusera spinning right in front of them. That may disrupt Jack Braston a little bit. Oh, and Lawrence is really struggling with those medium compound tyres. And on this day, it doesn't look like Lawrence Shelvish had the pace. And it seems that Jack Braston will come out on top in the next 3 laps. Lawrence Shelvish still has got that has that 6-second time penalty. That's so unlucky for him. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, just enjoy some of these engine sounds and this battle going on for the lead. And ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Tristan Kuipers and Tom Gidsberts are really fighting it out on track now. They're still going side by side through turn 14. Tristan Kuipers going to try to go for oh, and that's a very late move there from Tristan Kuipers. He tried to go to the left, but broke too late and hit the back end of Tom Gidsberts. And they're still going to go side by side through turn 15. No, that's Tom Gidsberts. That's Tom Gidsberts out of the race. Alexico Vera also gets past Lawrence Shelvish, and that might be a virtual safety car until the end of the race. That was a massive crash there. That might be a very large penalty for Tristan Kuipers there. It seems as though he just pushed him onto the grass. Oh, that is so unfortunate for today, Tommy. Sorry, not today, Tom Gidsberts. Then Hartog and Ethan Costa are doing the exact same thing. Getting a bit of deja vu here. He goes down the inside, Nathan and Hartog, but Theodore Stonewood is still fighting back. They're gonna go side by side in the exact same place. Nathan leaves space, but Theodore's E2's taking that. Tried to go for the gap a bit too far back though. Got 1 lap left to go. now heading towards the final lap of this race. Jack Braston has led almost every single lap. Almost half of all laps. He's had his ups and downs throughout the season, and now he's only got one lap left to defend from the Alpine of Alexi Cavero to gain the final victory of the season, and to have some closure and feel satisfied after what happened. Sorry, not what happened, after the entire season. And it's coming down to 0.5 of a second. A couple kilometers left, and it's going to be a day to remember for Jack Brassington. Fending off the championship winner, fending off the Alpine of Alexi Cavero, fending off everything. And now rounding off the final couple of corners. Like I said before, diamonds are made under pressure, and the pressure here has formed a 24 carat diamond, or whatever. Yeah, a 24 carat diamond. Formed a 24 carat diamond, and now he rounds off the final corner to win. Jack Brassington is the winner of the final race in season 4, the winner of the United States Grand Prix. Alexi Cavero comes home P2, 0.3 behind Jack Brassington. Lawrence Shelvish P3. Theodore Stonewood comes home P4 behind Lawrence. Lawrence is now the champion. The champion of Tier 1. The champion of VRL. The Flying Dutchman, they called him. The Qualifying Merchant, they called him. And like Jack Brassington, the pressure has made him into a 24 carat diamond. P4 is Theodore Stonewood. Cameron Wynn, P5. Nathan Hartog, P6. P7 is Sam Zabadami. P8, Aidan Brown. Then finally we've got Itu Kosten, Togan Alban, Tristan Kuipers, and Simon Kusera will be coming home in P. Whoa. He does donuts. And our non-finishers of the race, Tom Gitzberts and Alexander Kostov. Tom Gitzberts will be classified though. Well, that's because he did finish within 3 laps. He did crash within 3 laps of the end. And here's our driver of the day, Theodore Stonewood. And here are our top 3 podium finishers. We've got our champion, our winner, and an ice-cold Finn. Jack Braston, the winner of the race. P3 goes to Alexi Cavero, the man from Finland. The Iceman himself, and P3 goes to the Quali Merchant, or our newly crowned world champion. Little Stonewood comes home P4. Then we've got Cameron Wynn, Nathan Hartog, Samsa Abdami, Aidan Brown, Itu Koskinen, Tolgan Alban, Tristan Kuipers, Simon Kusera, and then finally our non-finishers we've got Tom Gitsberts and Alexander Karstoff. And Tom Gitsberts wasn't classified, so that's interesting. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in about 2 or 3 weeks for the start of Season 5. And if you want to see the final results with post-race penalties applied, please join our Discord server. You will find that in the description of the Twitch. That description really needs updating. So yeah, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.